Echo Yankee Zulu, runway 35, clear to land.
Runway 35, clear to land, Echo Yankee Zulu. Two 600 for 2120.
$500.
2120, looking for 2120. This will be close.
Yeah, okay, let's address the elephant in the room before we start this video. Yes, I am wearing a shirt. I'm not in just like a t-shirt or a jumper like I normally am, but we have a purpose for today's flight. We're actually going somewhere.
Echo Yankee Zulu, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Echo Yankee Zulu. Right, full power. T's and P's are good. Airspeed's increasing on both. 600 feet, caps available. Fuel pump stays on. Hit the landing light on.
Melbourne approach, today, velocity 814.
That was me hitting the autopilot button by accident.
X-ray.
Whoa, it's going to be bright up here. Got the TKS on at the moment as well, just to keep the wings clear as we go through just these clouds.
Okay, Yankee Zulu, just holding 7,000 for the moment to facilitate descent of inbound jet to Melbourne to 7,000 feet.
If we can get 8,000, we're just in the cloud tops, just with a slight trace of icing here. 8,000 would be great. Otherwise, we can hold here a couple more minutes. Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu, no problem. Climb then to 8,000.
8,000, Echo Yankee Zulu. Thank you. You don't ask, you don't get. Let's go to 8,000. Melbourne Centre, Echo Yankee Zulu, maintaining 8,000.
Echo Yankee Zulu, Melbourne Centre, QNH 1027.
1027, Echo Yankee Zulu. Just heard some better news over the radio that there was
Echo Yankee Zulu, contact me on 119 Decimal 5.
1195, Echo Yankee Zulu. Let's do this radio call, then I'll update you. Melbourne Centre, Echo Yankee Zulu, maintaining 9,000.
Echo Yankee Zulu, Melbourne Centre, connect with 1029er.
1029, Echo Yankee Zulu. Yeah, so a Qantas flight was also going into Canberra. They were in a hold because there's reduced visibility operations going on in Canberra at the moment. There's fog on the ground. The cloud is about sort of between the ground level and 200 feet at some point. However, some good news came through on the radio was that Melbourne Centre said that the conditions in Canberra are improving. The Qantas flight had no more restrictions. It was allowed to then go in. I know that on the forecast in 7 minutes from now, it's supposed to improve. But that should be perfect for us getting into Canberra. So hopefully, I've got an option to hold. I've got enough fuel. And I've got an instrument approach all lined up just in case I need them. But once again, it's just so beautiful to be able to do this. And for me, it's, you know, I love aviation and I love to travel, so I combine the two. But the freedom that I want to talk about on this channel, this is what I enjoy doing the most. This is my freedom. And it took a lot to get to that point. It took a lot of working. It took a lot of, you know, not having money at times. And I truly believe that if you work hard and you make sacrifices, you have to. I've made sacrifices. In fact, I'll talk more about that on this channel because I kind of show this picture of me, you know, running my own businesses, flying my own plane around Australia, and everything looks really easy. It took me a lot to get to this point. It took me 14 years of flight training, you know, or flying experience to get to this point. But not only that, sacrifices in my business. You know, there were times when there was a year and a half in my life when I ran a company and I didn't pay myself a dollar because I had staff and offices and overheads and commitments and I needed to make the business work. I don't talk about that enough on this channel, and I'm going to start talking more about it to show you that hurdles will always be there, but the benefit and the payoff at the end of it, for me to be able to do something like this, for you to be able to do whatever your thing is, it's just so worth it. Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that on the channel as time goes on, I really will, but what I need to do now is just focus on getting us into Canberra. So we passed overhead Albury, and I can see the clouds clearing below me, and also on the ground, which I'm looking for fog on the ground. I can't see very much around here as well. It'll be different when we get to Canberra. But the other thing I can see, I'll see if I can get a shot for you out the window, over there. For all of you that think we don't have snow in Australia, take a look at the snowy mountains. flying the approach. I'm going to now see if I can get I've got the ILS set up. I'll tune in the correct ILS. I won't tune in Avalon ILS now that we're flying to Canberra. If you've watched this channel for a few weeks, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll put the video up here where I made a bit of a silly mistake on my flight plan. But yeah, I'm going to kind of concentrate now, follow along on the cameras then. We're going to do the arrival procedure. I'll be handed over to Canberra soon. Hopefully do the ILS. And hopefully get into Canberra. Fingers crossed, guys. Otherwise, this video is going to be all about our trip to Albury today.
Okay, Yankee Zulu, what minimum will you be working to?
Got minimum of 2120, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Okay, Yankee Zulu. Okay, Yankee Zulu, conditions are around your minima, and the cloud probably now is tending towards more overcast and broken.
Copy that, Echo Yankee Zulu. We'd still like to try the ILS, and if it's not looking good, we'll go mist and hold until it clears up.
Okay, Yankee Zulu.
Canberra Tower, Echo Yankee Zulu, ILS runway 35.
Echo Yankee Zulu, Canberra Tower, continue approach.
Continue approach, Echo Yankee Zulu. 110 knots. On glide slope, on localizer. 1 minute to Damco. This will be close.
Echo Yankee Zulu, runway 35, clear to land.
Runway 35, clear to land, Echo Yankee Zulu. 2600 for 2120.
$500.
2120, looking for 2120. Visual. Proceeding. Maps down, brace.
Canberra Tower, queuing for correction 131 Delta, ready. Queuing 131 Delta, Canberra Tower.
Damn, I think we got in just at the right moment. Looking at the fog, you can see it over the hills here behind me. I don't know whether you can see that in the background. I think it's going up and down and up and down. It went up, we landed, it's come down again. Very lucky. All right, off to this conference.
Living in Australia, making movies on YouTube about aviation. Are you filming me?
Yeah, of course.
That's going to break your lens. but
continuity.
Continuity, I like it. Building the narrative. Can we please give a big warm round of applause for Stefan Drury, please?
I thought the fog was supposed to lift. Talk went really well, very happy with that. Thank you if you were in the audience. I'm heading back to the airport to fly to Melbourne now, although the fog was supposed to lift 2 hours ago. Maybe I'll get some lunch at the airport instead. Oh, this is Canberra, by the way, Australia's capital. Look, it's Parliament House over there in the background. Just got me a coffee and some baked goods from the local shop here in the airport. This is one advantage of flying out of Canberra Airport, actually, is you get access to the terminal facilities. Just come in through security as normal, exactly as you would as a passenger. I'm just going to have some lunch here and then hopefully wait for some of that fog to finish lifting and head back to Melbourne. Not even on the board.
Echo Yankee Zulu, expedite the taxi past the corner space, thanks.
Expediting, Echo Yankee Zulu. Sorry, Qantas.
Thanks, Roddy Delta, push back approved.
Push back approved, chilling 40 Delta.
Wow, that's a big runway. Alright, full power. Temperatures and pressures are green, airspeed's coming up. 70 knots. Maps away. 3,400, left turn, 270.
Echo Yankee Zulu, contact approach.
Over to approach, Echo Yankee Zulu. Canberra approach, Echo Yankee Zulu passing 4,600, climbing 10,000.
Echo Yankee Zulu approach, get identified.
Echo Yankee Zulu.
Echo Yankee Zulu position now 4 miles northwest of Canberra. Is your navigation, track direct to Igdal.
My navigation, direct Igdal, Echo Yankee Zulu. Direct Igdal, go to GPS steering. Oh, bye Canberra. Wow, that's pretty epic. Well, that's a different Canberra to this morning. Look at it. You can actually see the ground. We were so lucky to get in this morning as well. I was talking to the guys at the airport when I was coming out. They said when I came in, the clouds had lifted a little bit, but they actually came back down again, socked in again for a couple of hours. And as you can see now, the sun's finally burning through all of that now. But we were pretty lucky to get in, because if we would have got missed on that approach, and then tried to get back in again, I think there'd have been no chance. And at that point, I know I would have called it, gone somewhere else. It would have meant we would have missed the conference. So, Echo Yankee Zulu and an instrument rating and co-pilot milkshake, thank you for helping me get there. Not too difficult coming out of Canberra, just following the SID, the standard instrument departure. Gave an assigned heading of 270, we turned to that, then we were told to make our own way to Igdal, which we're doing now, which is our waypoint. Apart from that, leaving Canberra behind, time to head home. Ready, my little friend? Go on, I know you like it up there.
Echo Yankee Zulu, you're cleared to leave and re-enter on descent to 8,000, the QNH 1024.
Clear to descend 8,000 and re-enter 1024, Echo Yankee Zulu. Visual request, visual descent.
Okay, Yankee Zulu, leave control area on descent visual. There is no IFR or observed traffic on this track.
Okay, Yankee Zulu, thanks.
Echo Yankee Zulu, clear land.
Clear land, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Traffic 1 o'clock. 1 mile.
Line up, Kilo Delta.
Alright, home for a tea. Oh, and to feed the cat.